understand the joy of life. For he who knows all knows your secret, and is in time he will reveal it. For every deed there is a price. Learn to live this life and live it nice, so nice. Whatever the situation, just a temporary state. God is great all the time God is great. Joy will meet you at your doorstep, just sing along as you wait. God is great all the time God is great. Nothing is impossible as long as you have the faith. God is great all the time God is great. Let love be the light you carry, remember it's not too late. God is great all the time God is great. God is great all the time God is great. A little louder. God is great all the time. A little harder. God is great.
Eye on Dependency with Garth and Natasha.
Some people hate the life they
Reality
live.
radio at its best, where every life
Happiness
is a
only
biography.
comes through dreams.
Sundays at 10 a.m. and exclusively on a 95.5 FM.
And streamed live on the Eye on Dependency Facebook page and YouTube channel.
God is great all the time God is great. God is great all the time God is great. To the youth who feel crime is the answer, love is the reason why you came. To kill them is becoming a monster, whose soul is now darkened with blood stains. Turn back from the hands of evil, don't give in to the devil. Try and understand the joy of life. For he who knows all knows your secret, and is in time he will reveal it. For every deed there is a price. Learn to live this life and live it nice, so nice. Whatever the situation, just a temporary state. God is great all the time God is great. Joy will meet you at your doorstep, just sing along as you wait. God is great all the time.
Good morning, welcome to Eye on Dependency. Good morning and welcome to Eye on Dependency. Happy New Year to you. It's a brand new year, first Sunday of the year, and we are happy to have you join us with this for this special program on Eye on Dependency. Mr. God?
Good morning, Trinidad and Tobago. Good morning, Natasha. And happy New Year to everyone. And we are really, really pleased to be here with you. And, we don't take anything for granted. So let me just start with this. Heavenly Father, we'd like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts for another year. We don't know what 2025 has in store for us. However, we are grateful to be here to say Happy New Year. We pray as we begin this new journey that you embrace Trinidad and Tobago in a way that you've never done before. We need your help, and as we start this new journey, we pray that each citizen of Trinidad and Tobago will have a better understanding of where we sit at present in the world. We had a situation that we hope that we would leave behind, And I call upon you this morning to bless this land and every citizen that walks here and lives here. We pray that man will, in Trinidad and Tobago, will find a way to reason with each other and stop hurting each other. We pray, dear Lord, that we embark on a different journey this year, one of celebration, one of rejoicing, one of grace, and one of peace. We thank you for this opportunity once again, and we ask that you bless every arm of the protective services in Trinidad and Tobago. We pray that you bless our leaders and hope that they too would lead by example as we go forward in 2025. And we even pray for the ones who are lost out there in the wilderness, those in prison and those who are about to go to prison, as you saw in the case of that young man in Tobago yesterday. Bless the hearts of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Dear Lord, continue to bless our Dependency, this frequency, and the owners of these frequencies. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen. Church, say amen. Welcome Trinidad and Tobago to our Dependency. Welcome, thanks Shortman, Terry, everybody. Tamika is here with us. Thanks Tom and Tom for holding on the ship, and those who preceded us. We are here this morning with one of the humblest sons of the soil that we've ever dealt with. Daryl Henry, Farmer Nappy. Is Daryl, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Nappy, let me tell you one time, you're really one of the humblest persons we've ever met
Well, if
in
you say
this
so.
industry. I don't know what other people's opinion would be of you.
I a little troublemaker to my mouth.
I know.
You know,
I know
good morning to and happy new year to the country. But my mouth does get me in trouble because
Yeah,
I can't see things happening and I open my mouth.
Right.
I mean, so sometimes I might find the right thing the wrong way. I'm a loving person in my heart. I am a caring person, and and the most important thing is my favorite sport is NBA. Why I say NBA is my favorite sport is because it's white and blacks playing, right? And it's not a racist game. It's a non-racist game because sometimes a white point guard on this team give a center black forward a bad play and he coming for him. And this forward here on this team here, we'll see now, I'm going to protect my point guard. And one of the things too in NBA, they call it team. I am a team player. I team with everybody. Then it'll become individual after.
Well, we are thankful that you decided to join our team this morning.
I am thankful to be here too.
And we're going to take it step by step and give the people a chance to speak with you in the next hour. But in this first hour, we want to highlight certain things. And I remember years ago you sat with us and to speak about your life and your struggles with alcohol. Mm-hmm. And you were very open and honest. We have a couple of sound bites to remind, just to jog your memory Amit, you know, of what you said back then, how you feel now, and how can we reach the people out there who still struggling with the disease of addiction, and namely alcohol this morning. Yeah. On our part, we are going to share what we've done, what we've tried to do with regard to this drug, because its definition by UN standards, any mood or mind altering substance is a drug. And whether we like to hear it or not, alcohol is a drug. Just like cocaine, just like marijuana, just like gambling, just like...
I don't feel marijuana is a drug, eh?
But, well...
It's a herb. It's a herb that, and I want us to get this clear. It is a herb that heals people.
If you use it,
right?
if you use it in
the right way.
Right.
That's how we say it. Good. So let me take that out of the equation.
But we still want to try and reach those people today, because during this time period between now and Carnival, we get more alcoholics emerging. But we will deal with that as we go on.
Yeah.
Natasha, remember when Nappy sat with us?
Yes.
And you pull the clips. What were the
Yes.
2 clips that they put? Before we do that though, we will ask Shortman to show his video because he
Yes.
has a release.
The new song, yes.
So let's be thankful and show that to the people what Farmer Nappy went to church and performed in a church with this one. Nice video.
Thank you.
Nice clean video. Everybody came out. Where did that video?
At Saparia Anglican Church.
I mind so.
Yeah.
Because from the faces that I saw
Yeah,
in
nice
that
home.
video.
Well, nice home, you know.
Yeah,
actually.
auntie, granny, everybody,
I'm
children.
from Saparia, so
Right.
I does everything home. You know what I mean? I
Yeah.
still live Saparia. You know what I mean? I will not leave Saparia.
I hear
Because
you.
that is my birthstone there, so
Right.
I try to create everything around Saparia.
So we were going to show that, but Natasha, you're going to tell us about the clips.
Yeah, just the 2 clips that we pulled from our interview with you back in 2010. One focused on how you started to use alcohol, where you were and what you were doing and what led you to start using. And the second clip talks about alcohol and other drugs and its impact on the entertainment industry, which is obviously near and dear to your heart and something that you're very familiar with. In the first clip also you spoke a little bit about how your alcohol abuse impacted your family, and that is something that we talk a lot about on our Independency, that substance abuse is not a moral failing, it's a family disease. Because anyone who is going through addiction, it is going to impact your family. It will strain relationships with your family. It will affect your work. It will affect, all aspects of your life. So the clips we're going to share will sort of highlight those things, and then you could expand on.
Yes,
on
so
where
we
you
go back to come forward.
Yes.
And,
right.
and also, I Lord forgive me, our supporters, and Dependency fans and supporters who loyally sit by and wait for us
Loyal
every Sunday.
listeners, yes.
And, the YouTube family, the Facebook family, the radio family. We came a long way too. When we started, was radio and cassette that we recorded programs
Yes.
on.
And then we
And
went to CDs,
CDs
and
and-
now CDs is no longer a
Yeah,
thing. So,
yeah.
we're
So
online now.
You came a long way with
Internet.
us, and we thank all of you from the bottom of our hearts
Yes.
for continued support, and of course the government of Trinidad and Tobago, the Ministry of National Security and Counter-Trafficking Unit of Trinidad and Tobago, who see educating you as necessary and keeping you updated and doing some crime prevention in our own little way. So we thank you all very much. So let's go to clip B first, short man, and you're going to hear when Farmer sat with us what he had to say back then. Let's go to that clip.
Right? Staying back because I didn't come back with the band. I say no, let me just stay with my daughter. You know what I mean? And by going there, and I had to get a job. Right? I'm a musician. You know what I mean? So now you can't do music is not a career. You have to get a 9 to 5, right? And I did business in school. You know what I mean? Go in America, I realized that you should have a trade. You know what I mean? So the first place I went is a meat department to work, key food. And the boss of the meat department was an alcoholic. And I used to go and buy liquor for him, smearing off. And like cutting up the meat in that cold place and all them stuff, I started drinking. You know what I mean? And trust me, it's every day. Every day I used to drink. Every day until like my wife used to tell me, you're smelling the alcohol and you're pausing so you're not drinking, and I used to deny it. I used to like be quarreling with her, like thinking she trying to diss me or whatever, this and that, but it was truth. You ain't drink today, but you're still smelling it because of the amount of alcohol you consume. You know what I mean? Like it now coming out, you're sweating it out now, you know what I mean? And it's just me.
What about family issues now?
Even if I ain't drink, like one day I ain't drink and like, okay, you say something, the thing they will blame is rum. He was drinking. You know what I mean? And at certain times and thing where like I will come home and she will just get up and go on the couch and sleep because like she can't smell it no more, she can't take it no more, you know what I mean? And they used to like something like if you come and you talk, they'll just see people separating themselves from you. Or like you're talking out of time talk.
That was Farmer Nappy back in March of 2010. Farmer, when you listen to that now and look at today, what would you have told your younger self then if you had the opportunity to?
Well, listening that is 2010 and right now we're in 2025, 15 years after, right? And is 2003 I stopped drinking alcohol. And from 2010 to 2015 I never drink alcohol still. It's your mind. It's your mind. You have to put your mind to something.
But when you listen to what you said there, do you wish now that you had what you know now that you knew?
Well, yeah, because it's what you know now. You see, then you had to have people around you. You had to have the good people around you. One of the things is listening back. This is one of the things went to my head by listening back. This is Harold Bash Soul. He lost a brother of alcohol, and he always used to tell me, "Why do make a cup of a jug of juice? But you didn't want juice in them days. You want to get high." You know what I mean? So when you listen to this now, the main thing is the people among you.
Well, what do you think led you to drink that much? Was it a family thing that
Frustration.
Frustration.
Yeah. Of whom? Remember in America, I don't have no papers in America. Not to say I don't have no papers. I'm not filing my papers. I'm wayward. And I'm working. And while I'm in the meat department, this guy, he's an alcoholic. And I go in and buy drinks for him. So it's like every day I go into the devil grounds. And I go into the devil grounds to make money to my family. And at the end of the day, I become an alcoholic there. So it's the people you are wrong. If you know exactly, when you think back, when you listen back this, you've seen it clearly. If you are wrong somebody who does sell drugs and them stuff, and then you eventually will start to sell drugs.
Or
use it. Because you are wrong something happening. If you are wrong an Indian lady, if you cannot make roti, and you are wrong an Indian lady, and every day you see she needing that flour, you will eventually know how to do that. So it's the people you are wrong. So what I see there in 2010 talking there is, I was working among an alcoholic.
So the peer pressure thing was part of it.
It's
and
people,
of course,
it's your peers, it's who you are wrong, who you associate yourself with.
Clip then.
Yeah, the next clip, again, it talks about the entertainment industry and the part that alcohol and other drugs play in that, in terms of keeping entertainers on a certain level, whether it's to go on stage, people get nervous and they get anxious.
Some people actually, they had to do that to go on stage, drink, whoever take a drink. I know a lot of artists where they will go on stage normal, and when they take a drink, you see the different person on stage.
Correct.
That don't have to be me.
So let's hear the clip.
That don't have to be me.
Let's hear what he had to say back in 2010.
Now tell us about drugs and the entertainment industry, especially alcohol. Does it go hand in hand?
Hand in hand. Alcohol, weed, cocaine, all of them things go hand in hand.
With the entertainment industry.
Entertainment business. It go hand in hand, because if a man cannot go on stage without having a drink. If a man cannot go on stage without smoking a spliff. If a man cannot go on stage without taking cocaine or whatever this and that. It go hand in hand.
Are you seeing it destroying people?
Destroying a lot of people. A lot of people are destroying. And it are hidden smokers and hidden drinkers and things. In this country, the ministers just smoke and things. Alcohol is just one abuse. It's a drug abuse. You understand? Just abuse, right? But we black people, no disrespect to anybody. You understand? No disrespect to my white fans too. You know what I mean? We black people is the person who does get locked up for 10 piece and 20 piece. Right? But the white man, the weed and his drugs and things does be delivered, because he does give the drugs man a tip. We cheap. We just go around the corner and buy 5 piece and 10 piece.
On the block.
On the block, and sit down on the block and smoke. And the bottom line about it, drinking is not bad, Smoking is not bad. It's how you do it. It's the abuse of it.
Yeah, you're really right. Your mother again from since then.
Yeah,
You know, listening back this, right? I get a phone call from an artist. I'm not going to call his name. Me and he always warn each other, but you can't get between me and he, right? And he tell me the other day, He called me for two things. He said, farmer, 2:30 in the morning, he said, they asked the priest and like they had a gathering with priests and all them kind of thing, and the choir sing How I Living and Partner. Congratulations on that song. The second thing he tell me, and he's right. You see the 4 trees per person in a house? We are talking about, right? They decriminalize weed where you could move with a certain amount of weed, right? But they're locking you up for cocaine. What he told me, he say, the cocaine man is angry. So what they're doing is they're mixing weed and cocaine. And this is what have this country so dread. This is what have the madness happening in this country right now. Because you can transport a certain amount of weed. So now they're grinding the weed with the cocaine and calling it all kind of this set of weed, this name, this sophisticated name, and it is crushing the youths. And that is what have the madnesses happening
Farmer,
right here.
You.
My mouth again.
No,
you're absolutely right.
You and I, we never talk about this because I must tell people, farmer very short for words and phone and text. All my conversation with farmer last 1 minute. And the text
I don't like phone.
one
I don't
word
like
answer and
phone.
two
Yeah, I
words,
don't
right?
like them.
But so we never discuss this. But what you're saying here now is what we have been saying. This is how, as a matter of fact, this is how Dependency started. Because remember, my drug of choice was crack cocaine. I saw what was going to happen. Fortunately for me now, in the era that we use cocaine, crack cocaine, it was the pure cocaine.
Right, yeah.
It wasn't mixed with 99% cocaine, 1% chemical to put it together. Now it's the reverse. Now, a police officer, a good friend of mine, we work at CCC together, and we meet and we chat from time to time, and his heart for the youths. And he was telling about an 18-year-old who he saw on the street on the East-West corridor. Talked to him many times, and this young man is from Princestown, but he ended up on the East-West corridor. And when asked how he got there, he can't remember. He said all he knew is that he got a cigarette to smoke, a joint to smoke from a friend. Next thing you know, he ended up in Port of Spain. His body was found 2 weeks ago. 18 years.
Wow.
Right? And I knew it was going to reach to this. I pleaded. But let's come back to you. Folks, if you're just joining us, we are in studio with Darrell Henry. We know him as Farmer Nappy, who gracefully decided to sit with us on the first program this morning to try to reach some of you out there. We're going to go to a break, and when we return, we're going to see where he is now. And I'm sure he's very thankful, just like all of us, especially me who understand that journey. He produced a video this year called Thankful. And we'd like to share it with you as well. So, Father Stout, come see this. Let's go to a break, folks. We'll be back. Stay right there. You're listening to Dependency.
Yes, girl. Online here with this weirdo named Larry. I'm getting rid of him now. Let's take a selfie. It looking good, boy. I putting it online.
Hey, I thought you say you went to the beach with your parents.
Who's you?
It's me, Larry, from online.
Go, sona. I come in. And don't give me no attitude there.
You have shit no manners, boy. I wish I had your touch, boy.
You have to groom them. First, you have to target them. scope them out, see if they have low self-esteem, family problems, you know? Then you move in and gain the trust.
I like your glasses.
After that, you feel a need. Some of them like nice things like fancy phones, hairdos, clothes, food. It have ones who only looking for somebody to care and listen to the problems. You feel me? What's important though, you have to isolate them from the people. Let them believe it's all about you and them.
I care about you.
Then you get through.
Nice, nice.
Look one right here. Try thing now.
A message from the counter-trafficking unit of the Ministry of National Security.
Do you want to support our work at Eye on Dependency? Here are 3 ways to do so. You can make a donation to the Eye on Dependency account at Republic Bank. You can follow the Eye on Dependency page on Facebook. You can subscribe to the Eye on Dependency channel on YouTube. Liking, commenting, and sharing the live on a Sunday also helps. Thanks in advance for your support.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
Thank you for staying with us. We are back live with Farmer Nappy. We're talking about his life, his journey with alcoholism and other related issues around drug use in the entertainment industry as well. But before we go back into that conversation, we wanted to share with you one of his 2025 releases. It's called Thankful. This is the video.
Today, as we gather, let us remember the blessings we so often overlook, the breath in our lungs, the love of those around us, the strength to face each new day. No matter the challenges we face, there is always something to lift our hearts in gratitude. Let us live with a spirit of joy and be truly, deeply thankful.
And now we welcome Brother Daryl for his contribution.
Another day above ground, I see. I focusing on the positives, because yesterday I was down. People do me wrong, but it's love in me heart. When they try to take me for clown, I do them no wrong. Jaja have we back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I'm thankful, oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and back and it's nothing we nature. Money in we pocket. This life I want love it. Only it and back and it's nothing we nature. Food on we table. I could and I able. Take a jump up and way. I thankful for life to see another sunrise. But to one up in the air. All the stress on your mind, put them problems aside and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray. Another day above ground, I say, thank you, Father. I'm focusing on the positives, cause yesterday I was down, today I feel strong. Yes, it's love in the heart. Dirty up my name, my wrong tongue. I do them no wrong. Jaja have we back, and I shouting, oh Lord, I'm thankful, oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you who give me health and strength. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's you give me the handful. Every day you're blessing me. Only it and back and it's nothing we nature. Money in we pocket. This life I want love it. Only it and back and it's nothing we nature. Food on we table. I could on your mind. Put them problems aside and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray and give thanks, yeah, for another day. Don't forget to pray. I'm thankful, but be mindful. I'm so for a new day, for a new day. Hey, I'm thankful, I'm thankful, Lord. Always be thankful. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. Every day a blessed day. Oh Lord, I'm thankful. It's really thankful. Every day a blessed day. Give him thanks. Give him thanks. One more. Give him thanks. Give him thanks.
For everything, be thankful. Because as Liz Montano told us from small, you ever see a man with one hand and he's comfortable? When you have your both hands and you always complain.
Always be
Stop
thankful.
complaining. You understand? Be thankful. You wanted 10 cents, you get 5 cents, you could have get nothing.
You know,
be thankful.
And just the other morning, I showed Natasha there's a brother in Tobago who we'll speak with coming up in the year. Cocaine and heavy cocaine user. And his actual status in this profile picture is him with no arms now.
Wow.
And because, you know, he running down coke, somebody encouraged him to climb a tree and pick some fruits for him and use a rod and touch a high tension wire, and that was it. He lost both hands, both of them. And when I saw that day, I was feeling really down. And when I said, but look at this.
But here we had to say, right?
You know?
He touch a wire and he lose both hands, right? But he never lose life.
But
He's supposed to be able now to say, hey, I get a second chance.
Yeah,
but then again, to the weakness of him, you have to have support.
No hands, you know.
You have to have support in anything you do.
And I want people out there to hear this.
And we're still using.
Yes, and he's still...
Because he don't have support.
Exactly. And not only that,
Correct.
he described to me, being a young, strong man, living his life, doing what he wants, but not listening to anybody. And then all of a sudden now, picture this. He have to use the bathroom.
Yeah.
Somebody has to help him.
Use your imagination out there.
Yeah.
He has to use the bathroom from now till he dies. As every time he has to go to the bathroom, he needs somebody to help him clean himself. Now, talk to your children out there. Again, another parent called us with a 19-year-old girl this time, who, again, these young men out there now, most of them, they don't have no game. Most of them, so they're trapping these young ladies now by giving them things to smoke and making them slaves to them.
Wow.
And so Nappy was correct, but let's come back. You're just joining us. You're listening to Dependency, and we're in studio with Farmer Nappy. Talking to you again, parents, talk to your children, please. We're begging you. It's not, and it's going to get worse with this drug situation. So Nappy, tell us about this
Someone
video.
told me to, right? Like, I never grew up with my dad. My father really and truly is Winston Montano, who I grew up with. And someone told me that when you see you go to pick up your kids, because I don't make joke with them. You see, every time I'm in the country on a Friday, not on the weekend, they go to school on the weekend, but on a Friday, the relationship with me and the parents is picking up my kids. Even if I have to eat ice cream with them. And the person said, when you pick up your kids, don't play no music in the car. Take off music, everything, and listen to them. Let it talk. Let me hear what in their mind. And have conversation with them. You got to be like, you're not saying be a friend with your kids. But you have to sit down and talk, what about this? You know what I mean? Know where their mind is.
Let's go back to the video. Tell us about this video, the people in it.
Well, this video, I'm thankful. I want to be thankful to Michael Teja. Because Teja is the one who write How I Living. And I asked him, I say, since I'm in that zone, that conscious zone, I want another conscious, and he give me thankful. And thanks to the Red Boys and them for the past 18 years who I've been producing with. And Navindra, my road manager, and my cameraman, everything in one. You know, with this song, thankful is, the song alone, you couldn't do this song no way than a church. You couldn't do the video no way than a church. And I went to the Mr. Aaron from the Anglican church, the priest that you see, the Rasta man, he's a real priest. And tomorrow I think he's gonna be 10 years in priest. So congratulations.
What's his
name?
Aaron, oh gosh.
But when I saw it at first, I thought he was an actor.
No.
But I didn't know he was.
Because what we wanted, we was gonna get an actor, and I said no. This song is not an acting song. And I asked him, would you like to do it? And he said, yeah, he will do it. And you know, he came and he did it. And going to the church, I went to the Anglican church because the priest Jiggy, he's a nice priest.
Aaron Charles.
Aaron Charles, right?
Pastor,
Father Aaron Charles,
yeah.
because at that school, you know, the schools and then just have parties, you know, Trinity and all them thing, right? So he will go a little party with me. You understand?
Okay.
Yeah. So, and I asked him because the Catholic priest the other day, I went, because I am Patrice, legit godfather for Shirota. Meaning legit, meaning that I went to the parish, you have to sign, you have to go to church and then, you know what I mean? So, and the priest, when I walk, you know, the priest say, I love your music. I turn around and say, but I ain't hear good. You listen to my music. He say, your music clean. Boy, I walk out of church and start to make the sign of the cross over and over and over and over. Because it touched me to know a priest telling me that they like my music. So, going to him, and he say, we're going and fix this. And I went and played this song. And as I hear this song have no bad words, nothing in it. It's a chill song.
No twerking.
So I came and I asked I asked the precept after church Sunday if the people will stay back for this video and bring some people. And the video came out nice. Thanks to NH Production, you know, for being part of this. Well, he is director himself and myself direct the video, and he shot the video, he edited the video, and then because he does all my videos. So we went to the church and we wanted to release this song on the 11th. So he watched us and he say,
what is the significance?
The 11th, but here we'll go on the 11th of November. This is 11 and 11 a.m.
Okay.
Right? And the priest watch us and say, wow, well, you're good. And the 11th of November is the long time we used to have puppies in school. That is the respect to the veterans and all that kind of things. I never knew that why we went these puppies. So, you know, the 11th or 11 a.m. we decided to release this song, and right now this song is doing very good. You know, I mean, I am happy with how it's going, and I feel this is what the country need right now. We need this positive vibes. We need to be thankful. All the people and them with this crime, and we in state of emergency and we in carnival. You understand? The other day, somebody told me that some big ship came into the country, right? On the Uber cruise, when we docking at certain countries outside our door, we just have a list for all the activities and all them things. I heard outside the people them door here, it had a note mark, this country is very dangerous and you could you could go out on your own risk. That is embarrassing. To get that outside tourist doors on a ship that dock into our country for one day. So venture on your own risk.
Yep.
We need to wake up here and wake up. We as the citizens, we could only talk. But the bigger heads on them, right? They had to stop this jokiness and be real, because they are jokey. As I say, my mouth might get me into trouble.
Yeah, and we don't want that this morning.
We don't want that this morning.
So let's focus on Farmer.
Yeah.
And
but God, I wanted to ask Farmer a little bit about his performance with the Lydians.
Very nice.
I don't know if you probably
nice
don't know.
Yeah, in Queen's Hall, right?
My sister was the artistic director for the Lydians, Dr. Leah Brown. She passed away.
Well,
so this performance was dedicated to her.
Sympathy, but what happened is she called my management for me to come and do this song there. So when I heard it is after I dedicated it to her. But what was real touching to me there, I keep asking the driver everything. Yo, you hear what I heard? Because when I came out, I hear people bawl. So I say, wait, church people? So at least, you know, between me and you, I feel my career in a right zone. You know what I mean? So I want to say thanks very much for giving me that platform to sing. And when my management come and tell me about that, I say, is this a paid show or not? He say, not a paid. I say, very good, because I don't want no money for that. You see, that moment I get from them, that is, they give me, so I need to give back, because a lot of people does always feel that performing is all about money. It's not all about money. You understand? You could give back. But what this show is not about this. But what we want is, we want promoters and we want people to respect our craft.
Yes.
Because you don't know right now, to produce a song is $3,000 US. Just to produce it. Right? If you buy a song, it's 25 to 3,000, so that's 6.
Correct.
8 6s are 48, right? So that's $48,000 you putting out in a song. It could go somewhere and it could not go. So when we bring out our song and we charge our price to perform, don't do us that, because all you want to do is all you basically prices raise the party ridiculous, and all you want to go home as a call it bag of money. Don't do us that. Be real to us, because we is what making all you come to have these parties. Do not advantage us. That's all I'm asking for promoters in this country right now. Do not advantage the artists. Be real, because we're gonna sit down on you all.
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Dependency, and those are the words of Farmer Nappy. As we sit with him here this morning to again focus on an experience that he had back in the day, and he's now a free man from the grips of addiction of alcohol. You know, we go to a break, and when we return, I want us now to delve into the issue of addiction, some findings that we will share with you and the public that we came across just recently, a release from a World Health body speaking to the connection between alcohol and cancer, and the U.S. Surgeon General sounds an alarm about the link between alcohol and cancer.
Tied together?
Yeah, yes. Well, I'm going to share that with the public this morning. And also, as Dependency as an NGO, and of course, this program, we've approached, we've done the work, and people ask us, did you? Yes, we did. And I will share that with you all. Even my letter that was written to our
alcohol beverage company,
namely Angostura, and from a very prominent group of people in this country. I would not.
They responded?
Well, we'll share that when we come back.
Tell you.
Because we knew it's a serious thing, but this group really approached. We tried, we failed. So this group did it on our behalf. Again, for the sake of confidentiality, I would not reveal the group to you, but trust me.
Not cutting from your talk too, right? In these parties, right? They are all-inclusive parties, where they're charging amount of money to come in for food and drinks, right? The food is doubles and finger food, right? But the alcohol is free, right? And a lot of people going in these parties and over drinking to try to drink out their money and being on the road and causing accidents. All you understand what's going on here, right?
We'll deal with that when we return right here on Dependency. Stay right there. We'll be back.
Ah, boy. Feel like I'm going to buy myself a senorita tonight.
Nah. You know you might be promoting slavery.
Slavery? What are you talking about?
Hey, modern day slavery or human trafficking is just what some of these people just do. You know some of these women were tricked to come here? Some are held against their will, abused, and even beaten. Most times the girls don't even see any of the money that is paid for them. And every night, they just have to come out looking nice and sexy for somebody like you. Human trafficking is a serious problem, and a serious crime. Persons who solicit commercial sex services may be contributing to human trafficking. A message from the Counter-Trafficking Unit of the Ministry of National Security.
Hola, my name is Elena. Well, it's actually not my real name. You don't really care, do you? All you care about is once you pay your money to my boss that I look pretty, smell nice, smile for you, and let you have good time. Enjoying yourself and doing to me whatever you want to do for the money you paid. What you don't see or know is that I don't get any part of the money you paid. My boss takes all of it. I am forced to work, taking as many clients as my boss tells me to. I am beaten, made to take drugs, and I cannot leave this kind of work on my own. I am a victim of human trafficking. Please, por favor, help me.
Do you want to support our work at Eye on Dependency? Here are 3 ways to do so. You can make a donation to the Eye on Dependency account at Republic Bank. You can follow the Eye on Dependency page on Facebook. You can subscribe to the Eye on Dependency channel on YouTube. Liking, commenting, and sharing the live on a Sunday also helps. Thanks in advance for your support.
Yeah, but we will attempt to do that this year.
So have we.
Yeah.
You are attempting to do a lot of things.
Yes. Well, we just have to keep trying on behalf of the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Listen, Farmer.
There's so much advantage in this country. The first thing, this country have too much holidays. It have too much holidays here. Right? Because let me share your form, right? We're talking about alcohol and anonymous and everything, right? But let us be real. Christmas was in a Wednesday. Right? Boxing Day, the Thursday. The Friday, you could have drive here normal like a holiday because people ain't go to work.
Correct.
Let's be real. Our country is too much vacation. It is too much lime.
Welcome back to Independency, folks. And we thank you for just joining us. You're listening to Independency, and in studio with us is Farmer Nappy.
I want to say happy birthday to my son today, my last child, Joa Henry. He turned 9. I love you, son. After this interview, we're going to go driving and have ice cream and all kind of anything you want today is your day, my child.
So let's focus on this for a bit, Farmer. Let me get your thoughts. But as a warning to the people of Trinidad and Tobago, if you have not heard this yet, this was released on Friday, 3 January 2025. So the U.S. Surgeon General sounds alarm about link between alcohol and cancer. The U.S. Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, issued an advisory Friday warning Americans that alcohol consumption can increase their risk and called for an updated health warning label on alcohol beverages. Surgeon General's advisories are strongly stated warnings meant to deliver clear messages about health risks. Advisories are uncommon and reserved for issues that need immediate awareness and action. They often become turning points in the nation's health habits. A 1964 Surgeon General's report on smoking, for example, started to change the perception that cigarettes are benign. New advisory may help to do the same for drinking, which once thought to be associated with some health benefits. The new report aims to dispel any notion that alcohol is harmless. Alcohol is a well-established preventable cause of cancer, responsible for about 100,000 cases of cancer and 20,000 cases of death annually in the United States. Greater than 13,500 alcohol-associated traffic crash fatalities per year in the U.S., yet the majority of Americans are unaware of this risk. Murthy, roughly 70% of Americans consume alcohol according to their research. A liver specialist said, who wanted to say the health effects alcohol may have on a person's liver. And only 45% of Americans surveyed by the American Institute of Cancer Research in 2019 said they believe that drinking alcohol causes cancer. The new advisory notes. So, in a sense, what they're saying now is that, and I thank them for this, because we have been saying in Trinidad and Tobago something else, but similar. The drugs that we talk about, farmer, that's circulating in our country today. When Matthew Perry died, we know what Matthew Perry died from, right? Matthew Perry, that famous actor
from France,
and right, and the person who sold him it now for the high jump.
Yep.
Just recently, this singer from the boy band in Argentina jumped off One Direction, jumped off a hotel balcony, killed himself after abusing drugs as well. How did they know that? They ran tests. And they came up with results and released it to the public. Where in Trinidad and Tobago, or which institution in Trinidad and Tobago can tell us right now the drugs which are circulating, the drugs that guys take a hit before they go out and rob people and do these things? I'm seeing myself in people, farmer. You see yourself when you watch videos of drunk people. How do you feel about hearing this news now?
Well, I asked what institution, right? All the institution in Trinidad closing.
Well,
when I say close, meaning that, let us be real, you are minister of this, minister of that, but what you are doing?
No, but I'm talking about the same ministers, whether past or present government, they give institutions here that power.
Right, but when I tell you institutions close is because people having power here, but the work is not being done.
But how you feel about what you heard with this cancer thing? I mean, you have an escape. You think it's something as an escape. You escape this grip. That's because you're healthy, right? You have.
I have health now, but cancer could go all over. You know? It could come all over. But if this is tying to cancer, I just get a longer life. By stop drinking, you know. I mean, if this is tying to cancer, right? But we need. I don't know what to say, but we need someone. Okay, health. The minister of health. You understand? The minister in health, it have every department going down with certain. We need to step up our game in terms of the leaders. Because it's the leaders and them. Because if you have people, it have people want to go to rehab. It have people need help, but they're not getting the help because we don't have it.
Well, that was really indeed unfortunate, and
you're saying it unfortunate, but how long is it gonna be unfortunate for?
Yeah, we need a state.
You know what we need. You know what we honestly need. We need youths in this thing now.
But we
need to get away the elders, because what is happening in all organization, the elders always like to stay and hold on to it. What you're holding on to it for? It have a reason.
Well,
it have a reason for holding on, and we know what is the reason. We're not gonna talk it.
Yeah.
But the reason holding on is you're holding on and you cannot do it. Is you ever see that? Okay, you had 2 cows. Now you have a whole land of cows, and you have to get other people now to help you work it.
Right. So let me share this with you. And Natasha, eliminating the organization.
Yes.
Could you just read the letter? Because to be fair, let me explain this.
They went to the alcohol thing. What they say?
Yes.
Well, listen, we're going to share it now. Because let me set the platform for this.
I hope I'm not wrong what I'm thinking.
Let's set the platform for this. We have been at institutions such as WITCO, NLCB, Angostura, 3 main providers of these moon or minor ultramarine substances, right? We've had the cooperation of NLCB, I must say, but the other 2, only when Giselle Aron West was in communications, she agreed, listen, we need to join with an NGO. We should not be about just giving grants for scholarships and building play parks here. And there is a problem that exists with the product that you sell. It is a drug. So if an NGO wants to join with you to do awareness, please let us do it. The thing is, even in that we had some restrictions, but we employed Terry, Kyle, Roxanne Gialdo, her son, and we did some PSAs highlighting the dangers of the overconsumption of alcohol. One of them we weren't allowed to play, which was Roxanne Gialdo coming home with her son, tired, day hot. She's pregnant, however, and she's about to drink alcohol. And the son stopped her and said, "Hello, don't do that, mommy, because my brother is going to come out with fetal alcohol spectrum disorder." And they told us not to play that one.
Because that affecting their product.
I said to myself, what?
That is affecting their product.
And also, the other one that we did, which was dealing with drinking and driving, we mentioned in that PSA, because it was like a group of people lying at a bar. One guy says, taking one for the road, and the other guy who was driving, he said, "Nah, no, to do that. We going now. I am the designated driver, we go in, because we don't want to meet any police on the road." We have to take out the word police,
Oh, we couldn't use it at all?
We couldn't use the word police.
Yeah. Wow.
Because we all know that risk is there, right? If you are on the road and you have consumed alcohol, there is a risk that you will be stopped by police.
Right.
And you had to take the police out?
You had to take out that
So
word.
that means what you learn from that? What you see there?
So this is the point. So
It have no order here.
So let me go further now. And
Next.
I
Moving
was flabbergasted at how our citizens, the same ones who would stand on podiums and talk about crime in Trinidad and Tobago, we come to you to help us reduce or try to reduce the effect, because alcohol to domestic violence and that a lot of domestic violence situation came out of overconsumption of alcohol. We have the stories, we have the receipts, so we went to them, right? Natasha, could you share what, like I said, leaving out the institution that wrote to them, share what Iron Dependency tried to do with Trinidad and Tobago this morning?
So on behalf of Iron Dependency, we asked this association of prominent citizens to write to Angostura on our behalf. So in an email, they sent an email. I'm going to read the body of the email, and they would have attached our proposal to Angostura about advertising on their behalf, right? On Iron Dependency. So she says, "I hope all is well. We were approached by an NGO, Iron Dependency, for our support of their radio program of the same name. Iron Dependency raises awareness about issues such as human trafficking and gender-based violence, matters which the organization is particularly concerned about. Its primary focus, however, is addiction intervention, including drug and alcohol addictions. We understand that Iron Dependency continues to contribute meaningfully to the national narrative in a balanced way. The organization is, however, restricted in terms of the support which it might offer, partly due to the composition of our membership, right? We considered, however, that this program might be of particular interest to the House of Angostura, having regard to Iron Dependency's main focus. In that regard, we are pleased to forward the attachment for your kind attention. The direct contact information for the principals at Iron Dependency are contained in the attached."
Sent on Thursday, 22nd August 2024. The response?
The response came on the 22nd of August. From the Chief Operating Officer at Angostura.
Right, it was sent on the 9th of August 2024.
Yes.
And a response came on the 22nd saying, "I apologize for my delayed response as I have returned to office today from annual leave. Your letter is well received and has been passed to the relevant department for review and consideration. We shall respond to the request of your association in due course. We hope that due course will be this week, next week, because it hasn't happened as yet. My problem is, folks..."
No, I can't hear what happened. This is someone, let's be real, right? You're not banging down no product.
No,
and
we're
then
not.
stuff, right?
No, we're
No,
not.
but this person answer back. He's not the boss. He is just someone had to answer back that letter. Right?
Yeah,
So
well,
there's
of course,
another
we know that.
department, and
Yeah.
that go into this next department, that go into there, that go into there, and eventually it will go somewhere else underneath.
Draw number
somewhere.
9.
Yeah.
Correct.
So at the end of the day, you're not banging down no organization, right? Drug abuse is within yourself. It's you. Right? Because your mind. Let me tell you something what happening to me right now. You see, from 2010 to now, something, here what farmer, new things start doing, taking a negative into a positive. Right? So I just come to duty free. And I buy a lot of alcohol. And I take it home. I put it in a cupboard, and I watch my property, and I watch the cupboard, and the property is bigger than the cupboard. And when come December time, I resell my alcohol. So I'm a bootlegger for Christmas now. I recovering alcoholic, become a bootlegger.
That was information you wanted people to know? Or that
No, I'm just telling you what happened to me because I come in through duty free because hear what I did it for. Is your mind. I challenge myself.
Challenge yourself, right?
I challenge myself. I say, okay,
yeah.
I'm going to challenge you now. Because I talk to myself. I'm going to challenge you.
Yeah, well,
and I bring all this set around because hear what I say. If people could come by you, you could offer them a drink. Yeah. Because I just be in the carnival. I made drinks already for people. Farmer, look, I know what, you understand? I know the taste of alcohol. I know what it does and what it does not do for you. So I buy the drinks and I bring it to me. Yo, sometimes they have a lime upstairs, one of my tenants. Well, yeah, dog says, I had a city $350. Yeah, give you $350 because in the store is for something, $350. Look your Hennessy. And I go on with my $350.
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Dependency and we are speaking with
So that's what I did. I take alcohol now and bring it home. And say, look at you. You in a little cupboard and watch out my whole place compared to you.
No, farmer, let me go back
I'm not
to this.
supposed to do that because you're not supposed to be around alcohol.
Correct.
But I learn because if you want, you can't just drop alcohol just so you cannot. You can't drop alcohol because you'll fool yourself. You know what I learned after drinking alcohol? I said, at dinnerment was my friend. I always had dinner meant to sit to hide in the alcohol. You know what? Somebody tell me after when I stop drink, if you chew brown paper bag, you understand? They ain't gonna smell no alcohol on you. Because I was trying to hide alcohol.
Yes.
Then I went to a place, I went to AA meetings. Thanks to Gabriela De La Rosa and her mom and, taking me to this place. I went AA meetings. And the first 2 AA meetings I gone, right? I only seen them drinking coffee, right? And coffee is a drug.
Yes, it is.
Coffee is a drug.
Yes.
And they're drinking this coffee. I said, all right, I could drink my beer. And I gone back drinking my beer. And when I done drink the beer, you're fooling yourself. And at that night, I hear one thing in the alcohol anonymous thing that made me change my whole life. A thing called blackout. I never know what blackout is. But if people don't know what blackout is, you are awake. And the next morning when you get up, you ain't know what you do the whole night. So, in the morning when you get up, the first thing you might wipe your face. So you could do something, try to wipe your face and you on a handcuff. So you could kill somebody that night and you don't know you killed somebody because you're blackout. And the day, and nobody ain't talking to you in the day. But one person, and the one person go come and say, it was really ridiculous. It's somebody who want to fight you down. So they're telling you the things you do last night now. And when I hear that night, I say, all right, this is it.
Let's not leave this hanging. I want to drive home a point, and I didn't want this state institution or partly state-owned institution to feel that we came to embarrass them this morning or go after them.
Yeah,
so let me close this off here.
Yeah.
Alcohol, folks, is a drug. We have seen it. We have the receipts. We have the conversations we've had with families on what happens to that individual when he's normal or she's normal and when they drink. It happens. There's another story. You can go look it up. And anything we say here and anything we share with you, you could do your research and confirm it yourself. You don't have to take our word for it. There's a woman who is being sought right now from Missouri who went to Puerto Rico.
Yes.
She went to a bar. She had too much to drink. And they're more serious out there with these issues. Once you have too much to drink, they're not serving you any longer. You have to leave.
Yeah.
And once you open your mouth once or twice,
Not in
police on your
Trinidad, though.
case.
Not in Trinidad.
Right. So
these are the things.
Hold on. Just now. Hold on. So they asked her to leave, and she said she gave trouble. They had to call police. The police took her up. Her privilege, of course, they took her home and felt that was the end of that. The lady returned when the place was closed. Pour gasoline around the building and lit it and burn it to the ground. And of course, they're talking about, this is a bar with alcohol inside, so you know how that fire raged and spread.
Yeah.
Now she's being haunted now because she could end up in at least 15 years in prison. What I'm saying to this institution,
that is blackout.
What I'm saying to this institution is that you sell a mood or mind-altering substance, and your responsibility to separate yourself from the crack pusher on the block is to show that you understand the product you're selling. And on one hand, let's enjoy it, but on the other hand, there are those who will fall by the wayside because there are people who have alcoholism running in their family, which is passed on from generation to generation.
Could I ask a question?
Sure.
Right. Angostura does sell beer rum?
I do think so.
Okay.
Really?
Right. Beer rum is one of the biggest, the last straw for alcoholic.
Drug addicts too, yeah.
Right? Beer rum. So I am not burning down no organization.
No.
What we need to say right now between me, you said something there now. It's two things. You say something there that is important. How much ever alcohol did this organization is selling alcohol to all the consumers around the place, right? All the retail, right?
The bars and
the
clubs
bars and them, right?
Yeah.
This have nothing to do with Angostura. The bars have to understand when you are drunk, as you say, you had enough, right? Now here was another thing too I have a problem with. You had to see breathalyzer coming out in two occasions. The first week of Carnival, like tonight is Soca and Mocha, breathalyzer coming out, and right? During the year, you doesn't see them coming out at all. In a reggae concert or something, you see them coming out. Why they don't have breathalyzer every day on the road or every weekend on the road?
Probably they do. I can't speak for the police. I don't know if they don't. I haven't seen.
You haven't seen right now.
Right.
If them tell us something.
So, and I don't be on the road. We don't be on the road too. So
all right.
okay,
but if yourself, you don't be. You does be on the road.
No, but I'm talking about
plenty on the road.
Right. Yes.
But while you on the road, right? Okay, it could have something. You could say, well, okay, boy, Friday. It have a Trinidadians like talk. It always have this one, boy. Look at our roadblock here. Breathalyzer here and thing. Only on social media, you don't see that. You might see, look at our roadblock here. Look, they're taking breathalyzer. You didn't see breathalyzer. You just only see breathalyzer coming out at a certain time, right? It's like, all you come out to get a certain amount of money to quote for your tickets. We have everything that starts now, start from the head. And if the head is not right, everything's spoiled. Right? So, when I say that the reason why I ask if Bayram, if Angostura is part of Bayram, you say no. Bayram is the biggest problem right now. Because and mentalated spirit and all them things. The biggest problem because they the cheap alcohol. That way they reach a situation where they can't afford. Mentality spirit, Bayram, everything. Rubbing alcohol, all them things.
Hand sanitizer.
Yes.
Yeah, but when I saw on the street, I saw men drink Bayram.
I see Bayram and mentholated spirit.
Yeah.
Yes.
In fact, you know them Croton, right? Across the road by me. Right? There used to be the alcohol, the guy used to be hiding when you're cutting that Croton, is only Bayram bottle dropping off. So at the end of the day, it boiled down to we have a health minister, we have this minister, we have that minister. We need people to start to do their job.
Agreed.
Right?
I think
you need to grab up people from the streets or wherever, get them an injection and put them somewhere and chuck them in a rehab.
That's the other problem.
You need to do that.
That's the other problem. One of the reasons why we approach companies like Angostura is because they can provide resources for us to assist.
You cannot approach Angostura. You cannot approach
rehab costs money.
No. You have to approach
rehab
some.
Costs money.
Yes, but you cannot approach Angostura.
Yeah, but hold on, farmer. Hold on. Again, let's go back to what this program is about. It's about raising awareness about addiction and what causes it. If I am selling a product, a legal one, that has side effects, then it is my right, or should be my right, to do so and inform the public.
God, that is in your mind. That's how you feel.
Right. Saying drink responsibly and play responsibly is not enough, because it's a deeper thing than that. What is deeper is that the families that these products would affect, it causes a domino effect in their lives, while I'm going on to making tons of money and not worrying about the fallout from the product
Because
that I'm
it's not
selling.
affecting their family.
We don't know that. Maybe
If
it
it
can,
affecting,
but
no,
they
if
have the money.
They have the money where they
that
could
can
take
help
them to rehab. That's what I'm trying to show you.
So right.
So if you Grat, we have to be real with things now. No?
Yeah, we are being
and
real.
stop being comic with things, because here what's going on, right? A man do so and you say 10 people dead last night. Wait, boy, 10 people dead, okay, and you go on and you turn your back and gone because the 10 people is not your people.
Right.
Let's be real. Everybody thinks for themselves.
Yeah.
Nobody thinking for anybody, because right now, the person who answered this letter is not the CEO. It's somebody who working, so they think it's the answer. You know, it have people who does do damage control. Them
Yes,
is
we have
damage
the
control, but
people-
they don't care about it because they at least they send back to Oli and we will get into it and we will see about it. You're not going to get back a call from them. Don't even wait for a call.
Well,
Because at
again-
the end of the day, that is not affecting them.
Right, but again, Farmer, we have been doing this
If there are
program.
plenty people like you in this world, we would be okay.
Farmer, we have been doing this program for the past.
No, that one
23
trying to
years.
show, because I understand what he's saying, but what you need to do now is mind your business. You need, okay, your child underneath alcohol and a bum 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 this and that. Now here was the next thing too. Children making children. Right now between me and you, right? I might be 30 years and my son or my daughter could be 16. You in a bar, you ever see, I see it. Here what does go down with me in Saparia. 7 o'clock in the morning, the bar open. And the bar ram. Right? And I pass in. Oh, Effie, he'd feel that he's this and that and that. Because you know why? You will ask me for a beer. I have no money to buy no beer for you. So I'm your enemy at that moment. If I pull up and I say, yo, buy a case for that. Oh God, boy, farmer, we love you. Boy, we love your song, boom, boom, boom. You understand? It have a man do so, and I have a thing where I say make a joke and stop make with them now. Somebody goes, I'm driving and they flagging me down and I go drive a certain way and I go stop and they go see them pelting running, and when they reach off I go say, yo, me and no money, you know. And then they go see them start to slow down and stop doing it. Because when you can't give them, you become the enemy. Your program is good. You remember, you come and you ask me to be on your program today. I told you before Christmas, I said, Gata, come in. And today's my son's birthday. Today's a special day. I did not have to be here.
Right.
I
Okay, yes,
here
you gotta use
because
that
you know why?
excuse.
If I could be a messenger and 1 or 2 people could take up for me. Because remember the night when I was in Alcohol and Anonymous thing, and I hear about the blackout, I hear it from a man, I don't know if that man's still alive. But he teach me something that said, nah, this is it tonight. Is your mind. And if you come, because here you're not going on baby nobody no more. Stop babying these people here now. Because what going on with all you, it happened with me the same thing. A lot of people used to be talking. Yo, you're crashing yourself, boom, but you ain't taking them on. But when something happen, then you want to take them on. Drug abuse, alcohol, everything is your mind. Some people is weak that they can't, but that way you need support.
If you're just joining us, you're listening to Dependency, and we are having a conversation with Farmer Nappy, our first Sunday for the year 2025. And as I asked God in the beginning of this program to give us the strength, the knowledge, the wisdom, and also the wherewithal to deal with what we know we are facing in Trinidad and Tobago. This morning, I saw a video with a young man being carried to his death in Tobago, hog-tied and being carried by another one close to his age. And I'm saying, what have become of our children? What have become of the family structure in Trinidad and Tobago that a young man did not have time between lifting, I tell the man, hands and feet tied farmer. Young man hand tied behind his back. I have the video here. And he's lifting up this young man. The video cuts and it reopens with the young man now already dead. So apart from we losing a 15-year-old, Tobago is about to lose 2, maybe even 3 other young men. Because as the police pick them up, that is the last time they're going to see home. Because although the family have the money to bail them out, once they are investigated and charged for this crime, This is a 15-year-old boy who attended Signal Hill Secondary. And when I saw that video, I said, you mean this is our family going to start 2025, or at least 3 families? Because this is going to continue into the rest of the year. You understand? What this little boy involved in. So Trinidad and Tobago, what I'm saying to you is, again, whether you like us here or not, whether you find favor with what we do here or not, we cannot stop the crack pusher or the drug pusher or the psychoactive substance pusher from doing what he's doing. We are here for the ones who will fall victim to it. Let the law deal with them, we will deal with the victims.
You know what I saw too?
I am really heartbroken.
You know what I am saying? I am saying, okay, if he's a real police, right, you will know exactly where this man going and get the drugs, right? Because what has happened, you see, after 12 in the night, is the die where the streets busy with them. Right? Between 12 and 5 in the morning, right? And they go in and they numb. But you see, as they get a little money, they're going back right by this place. That same place is run by our police. If you understand what's going on between me and you, our country is not out of hand. It is ridiculous, because what's happening is the drug blocks is run by the police and whoever. It is higher than how we think it is, because this, you seeing all the drug addicts and them run into this specific house to buy these drugs, and you know where they're getting it. And you're not locking up and busting the house, because you know why? Your drugs is selling there. The place is corrupted.
No, farmer. Again, you know, everything we say on this radio program here, we are held, all guests are held responsible for what we say.
Yeah.
And there are people in Trinidad and Tobago who would not try to go deeper into what you said about what you said. And we just want to add in front of that, there have been, and the Minister of National Security spoke about that many times, about people in law enforcement falling by the wayside. And I remember a senior officer some years ago said that in El Sicuro, he said that to a judge that, I think it was a joint select committee or something like that, but he spoke about officers being involved as well in the drug trade. Unfortunately, that is why I opened with a prayer for them this morning too. And to touch their hearts to see.
I just watch and solve
the
mysteries and all these things, FBI files and things, right? They have a program that they take off YouTube right now called Betraying the Badge. And that Betraying the Badge, it had about 6 episodes you're watching where they're making drug busts in America. And the drugs and the money is not going back to the station. It's a business now. And they stop showing it Betraying the Badge because they're exposing them. And what I'm trying to show you between me and you, right? The criminals down here is watching all these things, you know, right? Like shutters and all that. I hear that they're going to business people now. You understand? Extortion.
Yeah.
You understand? People packing up and leaving the country right now. What we coming to?
And it's
right?
sad.
One of the things too is we had a conversation and we say, you know, like some of our entertainers would not feel the brunt of this economy because we always owe the country.
Yeah.
And they are right.
Yeah.
Because we always on plane. And when we come back home, we come back for 3-4 days. We come back, oh, look, it's beautiful country. But it's only 4 days we here and back out again. We're not feeling it. And it's real sad.
That's for those of the entertainers who have the opportunity to travel.
No, well, it's not the opportunity. Who have the opportunity to travel? Is your music making you travel?
But this is what I'm saying.
By your works you shall get paid. Let's be real. By your works you shall get paid.
So when
it's the entertainers now singing, you could have the opportunities. But when, as Red Boys show me, if your song have visa to leave the country, it have songs waving and whining, and after Ash Wednesday, there goes no way. Right. So you understand? But what I'm saying is the entertainers who out there, okay, an entertainer, look at a rookie entertainer right now, to go out there, right? And you have a hit song, you make a little money for Carnival, you're going on tour. When you come back Trinidad, right, the first thing what you want to buy is a Benz or a Range Rover, right? When you could extend your mother house, you could do this and that and then. All Trinidad is champagne taste and mobby budget. It's champagne taste and mobby budget. So when you watch another man and you say, because you making 10 cents, I making 10 cents. You drinking alcohol, but I only buying bricks every day. And I see in my bricks, I will see a wall. If you spend $10,000 in alcohol and $10,000 in bricks and cement. And the alcohol, when the alcohol done, you get drunk and it done. It fade off. But you will always see that wall for 20,000. Yeah. So you have to know where your priority lands right now. And drug abuse is your mind and is you need support. Support is the most important thing.
Let's go to a break. When we return, we take your calls to that family in Tobago and the families in Tobago who will be affected. Our prayers are with you, ma'am, mothers, daughters, fathers, wherever you are, because it is not a nice thing the first week in the year to see a video with your son carrying another son, 2 African young men carrying one to this
Now
death.
all the radio station now to play how we name song, eh?
It's sad.
Squeezy Rankin.
Yeah.
See that guy? That guy said the real thing about it. Because you're crying for your children, but you don't know what your children doing. And let me tell you something too, eh? A lot of parents know exactly what their children them doing because when they rob and the thief, they are gaining from it.
And that's the sad.
Right.
That's
It is sad for them. And then when they dead, oh, he was an innocent one, and this and that and that and that. But when they do the crime, and the thief a flat screen TV, they watching it on a Sunday, right? So all they do get tired up with this thing. This thing is not nice.
And then I want to appeal again to the adults out there. I saw another video of a 14-year-old girl being rescued. Hunter Search and Rescue had to go and look for this little child.
Yes.
And you see the men
Thank you.
in Trinidad and Tobago, boy,
Yes.
who listening, some of you probably 1 or 2 might be listening to this program this morning. Shame on you, you know.
Yes. And
God, I
all
hope
the
God
people
deal
who
with you, you know.
coming down on this child for where she was.
Yeah.
And not coming down on the adult man who groomed and basically abducted this child. Where's your anger and your frustration about
Where's the
him
child
and
parents?
what he doing?
Well, this is what we didn't get that part of the story.
You understand?
In
You don't
fact,
know.
because
You
we
don't know
why
if
the
this child. You don't know if
decided
this
to run
child
away.
running away because you a lot of things to parents. Women, listen all your girl children because sometime a stepfather touching a girl child and she coming to tell all your mommy this is happening and she cutting this child tail and saying where we go get food or whatever this and that. All you come on, all you don't know the story behind these things.
No, well, listen, as you said that there's a 14-year-old too. Now that we're talking this morning, the amount of load we carry now, I sometimes I feel so helpless. A 14-year-old, she lives with mother and stepfather, and she don't want to go home.
Yes, because
she going by the aunt, or
Yes.
she prefer to stay by the aunt
because she are being touched home.
And when the time is time to go home, the child on the ground frantically
Only-
crying.
exactly.
She don't want to go home.
Exactly.
Again, I'm appealing to the men in our country, boy, who destroying our young people. What you have in common with a 14-year-old? A big old man like you, middle age, whatever. Why you can't run out? Even if a 14-year-old step to you, you can put that child in the damn place and run them home and talk to them about getting a proper education. Why would you encourage a 14-year-old to run away from their home and stay with you?
Correct.
Why? And everybody coming down on the child. Oh, she too hot. And these children nowadays, they're too hot with themselves. And yeah, but what about the dirty old man?
And then every negative you put into a positive. We want to pay and big up enough respect to the men and them who holding the fort too.
Of course.
And minding the
Of
business
course.
and minding other people children
again,
too.
but I'm
It's a man and mannequin, you know.
But I'm addressing the man
who is disrespectful.
Will molest your girlfriend's daughter.
Them is not man, them is devils.
And encourage a 14-year-old to skip school and come by you.
Them is devils.
You're a sick person, my friend.
Very sick.
And you need help.
Very sick.
Let's go to a break and we come back with some calls for Farmer Nappy as we wrap up our Dependency first Sunday for the year 2025. We'll be back.
slavery, a terrible time in our history, the kidnapping, buying and selling of people for profit, the exploitation of another human being. It still exists today. It has a new name: human trafficking. Anyone can be a victim. There is forced labor, sexual exploitation, and domestic servitude. Human trafficking is a worldwide problem and an emerging concern for us here in Trinidad and Tobago. If you know of or suspect human trafficking activity, call the Counter-Trafficking Hotline at 800-4CTU or 800-4288. Human trafficking is a crime. Identify it, report it, stop it. A message from the Counter-Trafficking Unit of the Ministry of National Security.
Give me my phone.
What you doing taking them kind of pictures? I'll tell mommy.
And I'll tell her you invaded my privacy.
Privacy? When you send those pics, you lose all privacy. It's like setting up a billboard with your naked pics for the world to see.
Those pictures are for my boyfriend's eyes only, and he'll never do that to me.
Yes, he can, or one of his friends or family. Or someone can steal his phone. Sending naked pics can open you up to embarrassment for you, your family, and friends. You can be harassed by bullies. Your pics can be uploaded to websites and seen by everybody, even the wrong people, sex offenders. It can also affect you getting a good job in the future. Once those pictures go out, you can never get them back.
Okay, I'll tell my boyfriend to delete them, and I'll delete these. I'm glad I have a smart little sister.
I'm still telling mommy.
Do you want to support our work at Eye on Dependency? Here are 3 ways to do so. You can make a donation to the Eye on Dependency account at Republic Bank. You can follow the Eye on Dependency page on Facebook. You can subscribe to the Eye on Dependency channel on YouTube. Liking, commenting, and sharing the live on a Sunday also helps. Thanks in advance for your support.
Thank you for staying with us. This is Eye on Dependency. We're having a very interesting conversation. We're talking about all kind of things with Farmer Nappy this morning, and we want to hear from you now. 622-3937. Call and... Okay, already. We waited. Call and say what you would like to say to Farmer Nappy, what you thought about what he said, relative to his own journey with alcoholism and some of the other things that we're discussing around drug abuse in Trinidad and Tobago and crime and the state of the country, really. I mean, it's really... It's not the nicest conversation to have on the first Sunday of the year, but I mean, these things are happening. It's reality.
Yeah.
Right? And we have to come up with solutions. So give us a call, 622-3937, and let us know.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
I'm on?
Yes, you're on live.
Yes, good morning. I'd like to congratulate Farmer Nappy on his journey, both in the music arena as well as his personal journey against the alcohol. When I first heard his tune the Sunday before he was down at St. Martin's, I said, this is a hit. And then when I saw the release, it was really, a change, a nice change, and at least he did it in the church. Father Aaron Charles is one of those priests who is, I would call him, modern and very inclusive. I'll use that word. And I think it was the best place for him to do that video shoot. As a matter of fact, Father Charles is one of the first priests in the Caribbean, I believe, to wear a Rasta hairstyle. Okay. And he's well accepted, and especially he does a lot of work with the youth in the area. So it was really fitting for this video, and the song, Thankful, very timely. Because of what is happening, across our country, we have to be thankful for every day that we are able to get up and see a new dawn. Yes. And as he said, Father Aaron is celebrating his years as a priest in that area. So he's doing a lot of good work in the vineyard in Superior area. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Hello, good morning. Good morning, welcome.
Hi, good morning, Garth and Natasha, and to your guests,
morning.
and to Trinidad and Tobago, a very happy new year in spite of the trying times that we are having. Garth and Natasha, I don't know if it is possible. You know, when Christmas time, they have a big truck with music and gifts and things going around the country. You know what I would like to see, and I'm feeling the pain inside of me. In remote areas where it is real father living with real daughter, stepfather living with stepdaughter, and these kind of things. And sometimes when it is the mother don't have the mister, the daughter will have the mister. And this is real thing that I'm telling you about. If we could have this remote areas with pamphlet, stop at a certain area, invite the community, like near the market, and have up a big screen and let people look at what it is really happening. Because when a child growing up and then they realize something hit them, oh my goodness, this is what really I am in? How could I come out of it? Then the shame and the disgust, where it is everybody around her knows what was going on with her. And it is a traumatic time. Because you will have your whole life ahead, and then I want to live and everybody is eyeing you down and saying, look at what these kind of things. We can't stop what already happened, but we can stop what will be oncoming for these young, innocent children and these families that have to go through this. Garth and Natasha, I want to thank you all and compliment you all for the great job that you all are doing. And you cannot help everybody. But if it's one day at a time, one person you can help, each week one person, you have done your best. Thank you very much.
And I want to appeal to servicemen in Trinidad and Tobago once again. You know, is the people who walk your road could talk to you. I am one of them who walked your road. I've worked with police officers. I've worked with all arms of law enforcement, especially as an instructor. I would give anything to be where you are today, serving Trinidad and Tobago. You see the wrong choices that me and my colleagues made back in the day? You will only live to regret it. No matter how slick you feel you are, no matter how clandestine you feel you continue to be, one day, the bottom of that bucket is going to drop out. I swear to you. It's a natural thing. It's a natural progression. I have met prison officers to this day. When Mr. Hines had that simple where he had us come in and speak with them as former members, as a former member of the Protective Service. And there are officers who meet me up to this day and said they listened to what I said and they retired gracefully from their career. You see, those of you who continue to disrespect your oath and feel you're doing things, before you say this, Natasha, always tell people why you think when you take your oath, they don't make you swear to the commissioner or the chief of defense staff or the prisons commissioner. You know why? They ask you to swear to or affirm to a higher power because the commissioner of police or prisons or defense staff cannot be with you everywhere. They cannot see you. When you come, you muster and you take your weapon and go out. The chief of defense staff don't see you. The commissioner don't. But the higher power sees you. And he's recording it. And sooner or later, you're going to pay for disrespecting your oath. It's as simple as that.
Sometimes I feel like God has taken too long with these things, you know.
He does.
We need to have a sense of fairness and justice on earth. We can't wait until we reach heaven to see that.
God does forgive you for anything. God is.
No, but listen, all the mistaken. What I mean is, look where I am today. You think I had planned to be a talk show host when I joined Army in 1982? Come on now, man. This is what I'm talking about. You see, we dismiss that oath as just an administrative process.
Said because
Because you saving lives, you don't even realize it.
But you even know use the message. And you're not need so God said, and she right, because God put you, and that is exactly, because look at me now. I was condemned, I was condemned in Saparia. Right. I mean, in St. Chase home by me. And then when I started, as I was just say, bricks doesn't rot the cement does get. When they start to see trucks and thing with thing, and they see now, he's good now, and they are called anonymous people say you will have a lot of people to apologize to. But take your time.
Amends, yeah.
Take your time. And it has some people between me and you I am not making amends for. Because let me tell you something, I never like you from day one. So I'm not making amends with you. And they always say, rum does talk the truth.
Let's go back to the line. 623 Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Gat and Natasha.
Morning.
Good morning.
I take real long to come in. Daryl Henry.
Hey, boss.
How far away? You know who talking to you, right?
No, we on radio.
I know. But you remember, it was a fella in Safaria they called dog soup?
Yeah. Oh, they grew me up, man.
We used to touch you to school, right?
Yeah, they grew me up.
Yeah, I listened to the program, I locked on and I listening, boy. But I and all went through that struggle. Me and the first drink of rum I ever get in my life, that was somewhere in 1967, 68. They was from your old man, you know. We bought somebody feature and bar up as in the courthouse and so far. Them days was Monge Eclipse. But I still struggle with my little thing, and I still drink my little beer and this and that and all kind of thing, and that did lead to coke and mandrax and X, and me and your uncle by Red Rouge, but we used to well play ourselves, fella.
All right, Kola, thank you very much, Thanks a lot.
I'm glad to know, well, you know.
Yes, okay, thanks for the memory.
But what we could do, after we got to go down in the back of Queen Am there and get a piece of land, because you see, rehab is important, but I went about 3 times.
Thank you, Kola. If I had if Natasha and I had the wherewithal and the cooperation, we'd have built a rehab, especially for women. We need one for women right now.
Was the guy who is Chance, however?
Wayne Chance, yeah, Vision and Mission.
Right, but is it still running?
Yeah, of course, yes, up and running. His wife now is in charge of it.
Just want to know that, because sometimes when people pass away, things fall down. Just want to know that it's still because he was a very good person for somebody. Imagine a private person could come and take rehab people and this and that. We was the government there.
Let's go back to the lines. 623-937. Hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning, Kat. Morning, Natasha. Morning, Nappy.
Morning.
This is Nappy. This is Anne. I would like to thank you all very, very much for everything that you all are doing for the world, not for just Trinidad and Tobago alone. And Natty, I met you in City Hall. You did for disabled people. And I came up to you and asked you to take out a picture. And you said, sure. And you hugged me up and we take out a picture. And I still have it on my phone.
Thank you.
And I would like to donate $300 to the program, Natty, Natasha and Gat, because you all have helped me with my struggle when my husband was on drugs. And I'd like to let you all know, since they closed down the home in Port of Spain where the homeless was, my husband came back and he asked me if I would take him, and I did, and it's 2 years now, September gone, that he is clean.
Good thanks for that.
Yeah. Right, and Kulan doing very well, because that's who I got help from, Mr. Lewis, who helped Kulan with books, and Jackie, who helped her with clothes when she passed for secondary school. So I would like to thank them tremendously. She has 4 passes working on the 5th one now, and she have other courses, and she doing very well. She have a little business that she opened. So I would like to thank you all again. What do I do? Just go and say it's for Iron Dependency, just go to the bank, or can I donate it? And thanks very much. And Natty, keep up the good work.
Thank you.
All right, call us after the program and we'll give you the account number and everything that, because we know your situation. But thank you very much, for even that consideration. God bless you.
And God, you notice something, right? If you was in the army, she would have never tell you that today.
No, you know what's so ironic though? We've been to, if I tell all of these stories that we experienced in 2024, you're shocked, This is an ordinary citizen, right? Who, love what we do and want to support. Ordinary. She don't have to do that. But we've been to institutions in this country. And we're not just asking for money to take it and run with it. We're showing you what we're going to do with it. And on top of that, if you have a product, you could advertise it with us and extend it to which, for the same price, we will come and do lectures for your staff and your clients. So it's not just we taking your money and run that. For which other radio station or radio program will do that? Because they're talking about they want government to do everything. But there are certain corporate entities that we've approached and they bluntly refuse. And I'm saying, wow, is it that we're doing something wrong, or they really don't get the picture that they are part of the crime fighting in Trinidad and Tobago by what you do, the little that you do.
You don't study them. You study what you're doing.
It's really unfortunate, but God is great.
Yeah.
We're managing to press on, and someday somebody will see the light and decide they are people who are vulnerable and need help. And let's try and see what we could come together and try to do. That's the best we could do, But what we're doing here, Farmer, and as I was saying to the servicemen in Trinidad and Tobago, service is something that, if you speak to old policemen and old police officers and retired ones, I should say, who managed to serve well and retired gracefully, it's an honor to serve your country, I am praying that most of you servicemen who wear that uniform will respect it to the max and understand that you cannot do the two. You cannot be a bad boy and a police officer at the same time. You can't be a police and rude boy at the same time. It's either you're a police officer, you're a rude boy, you're a bad boy. Same thing with soldiers, same thing with same thing. Once you're wearing a kit that represents your country or represents an institution, you have to be different, whether you like it or not. Good morning.
For those who want to contribute to Iron Dependency, if you go to our page on Facebook, it is one of the pinned posts on our page, 3 ways to support our work. And one of them is to donate to our the bank account, our Republic Bank account, and the number is there. You like and follow the Iron Dependency Facebook page, subscribe to the Iron Dependency channel. I'm not sure if I can post this image in the chat for today's live, but again, go back to our Facebook page. It is a pinned photo that was posted on the 9th of September 2024, and you'll see how you can donate.
Let's go back to the lines. 6223937. Good morning.
Yes, good morning, Mr. God. What a lovely program you're doing. And to Father Nappy. Father Nappy, I came down by your side, Stiparia. To see a guy named Mr. Errol Bowler. I know if you know him, a police officer from a police thing.
Okay. What is that? He's still there?
Yeah, man?
Yeah, yeah.
Go ahead, sir.
Yes. And when I came, I passed and they tell me, Father Nappy live on this side, down on this end. And when I pass, I see what a lovely spread you have.
So the police and them telling the people them where I live and things. That's what the police and them doing in Siparia?
Siparia side.
Wow. Wow.
And
so you
I
understand
say
how the police are unsafe now in Siparia. So they taking people to see where I live, right?
Congratulations.
Thank you very much.
And you work very hard to reach where you reach today, and don't study nobody. You just keep trusting in God.
Thank you.
And sing your songs, what you are accustomed playing, and God will carry you through. And Mr. God, I'm trying to see if you get the Hummingbird Award. Don't worry, I'm working on it.
Oh, Lord.
Thanks a lot. Take care.
I will try to support you. I will look through your page and support you because, Mr. God, you have been doing a good job every Sunday. I look out for you every Sunday. And what you are doing here, you're bringing, shedding light to people who never get the chance of listening, and you're doing a very good job. So you have a blessed day.
After God, my friend. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
God is great. All right. Take care. Hello. Good morning.
Good morning, God, Natasha, and Nappy. Hello. You hear me?
Yes, Larry, we hear you.
Well, I'm gonna tell the truth to them. You see, when you're young, right? You enjoy yourself, you know, you do all kind of thing, you know. But when you reach a certain age, you're supposed to be more responsible and you read reason. But what I'm saying, you know, like how we said that is your mind, when wherever your job is taking, smoking, whatever, is it your mind? Because you put your mind strong on it, you want to use it. And the next one we said that the holidays, too much holidays. I was always say, if a holiday fall on a Sunday, right, it's celebrated on Monday. And if the holiday is two holidays and the one fall on the Monday too, it can be a holiday on the Tuesday. So why they don't celebrate the two holidays on the Monday at one time? Because the people that are celebrating holidays, they have the holidays 30 days. You understand what I mean? So why they can't, you always fall on the Sunday? Why they celebrate on the Monday, right? So you want to fall on the Monday, celebrate it on the Monday one time, don't celebrate on the Tuesday. You have to have two holidays. If you understand what I mean? So I agree to me. 2 holidays in 1 week, that's all.
All right, thank you very much for the lesson in holidays.
Yeah, man.
Thanks a lot. Hello, good morning.
Hi, good morning, God, Natasha, and the farmer.
Morning.
God, I have been listening to this program since 2002. I was doing a course at UE, and on my way home, it used to come, I think, about 7 or whatever time in the night.
Mm-hmm.
This is where this program has reached. I have imparted so many things I've heard and learned from your program as a former teacher to my students. This is just amazing. We hope that you continue. God's blessing to you, Natasha, and everybody else who has come onto that program and supported you.
Thank you, my
very
dear.
much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And if you're just joining us, we have Farmer Nappy in studio with us. We just have a nice chat with his journey from alcoholism to now. And as you can see, Farmer Nappy, his name speaks for itself, and the work that he's done and continue to do. And of course, he tells us his plans going forward as an alcohol-free individual and with his children. Because when we saw you with your son, you know, that was a nice moment that I noticed with you and your son when we saw you. It was 2 of them, or
two of them,
right?
two of them,
Yes, we saw you.
Miserable, making bushy with him.
Hello, good morning. Hello, good morning. 622-397, good morning. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
You're live.
And Happy New Year to all of you.
Happy New Year.
Thank you very much. I normally listen to this program by default. I say that because my mother's radio station don't move from I-95. And I am always very intrigued with some of the information that you all divulge. I also want to say congratulations to Daryl Henry, a.k.a. Farmer Nappy. You're doing an awesome job. I love that song.
Thank you very much.
You probably not the person that manages your IG page. I always respond and say, Lord, the song does make me cry. And it's true because...
Oh, you is the person. I saw it. You make me cry too with it too when you say it doesn't make you cry.
Watch me. I don't know. It has just touched my soul. And it's true. We have so much to be thankful for. You know, so that I listen to it on that level. I would have also met you, as many of your callers, I would have met you actually at Ladina Pastoral during COVID time, my son and I. We actually know somebody in common, but that's all good. And I just want to wish you a blessed season.
Thank you very much.
I want to support you in prayer in terms of just stay off it, do your thing. You're such a role model to so many people.
Thank you.
And continue doing your best. And to Garth and Natasha, I want to extend the same thing to you all. Continue. Don't worry about who's going to put in the bank or not. God will provide. All right? Blessings and peace to all of you.
Thank you very much. And I want to say to the folks, the Calypso Lovers, our 10th City Hall opening on the 29th of January.
I will go in the
Come and
monarch
see.
no bar looking at tent to
Morning,
sing
God.
I can come and just like a judgment that tent I looking to go in the monarch. Marshall tell me to come in because he want me to beat him now.
Hold on, caller. Hold on.
Yeah, so I
let's have
looking
the
for that.
unattached so you could go to the
Really, I
unattached
looking
audition.
over. Somebody need to guide me on that.
Right,
because
I'll guide you to that.
We're
Right.
thankful.
Hello, good morning.
Morning, God, and
You come into
morning,
Harold
farmer,
Miley place anymore.
Yeah, that's that. Good morning, sir.
and to wifey. Sometimes a king and a queen have no honor in their land, you know, God. You understand? Those things are real. And you know, God have a way he does push things forward in his time. Right? So, and you always talk about the old God.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's called karma. You know, eventually you catch up with it, eventually catch up with you.
Yeah, if you brave, listen, caller, if you brave enough to put your hand on a Bible, Quran, or Bhagavad Gita, or
Nah, me ain't doing that. Me ain't doing that. I ain't not doing that.
and then turn around and take a bribe, or turn around and arrest somebody and put them in prison innocently, or shoot and kill someone, or you're going absent and you're doing what you want. If you're brave enough to do that, then you will take what comes with
when
that
you're young,
after that.
probably when I was young and foolish, I can't do them things.
Yeah.
Because there is a backlash and my karma that's coming immediate. As a farmer, you know, I'll never forget our performance. The first unplugged performance that you and Marshall and Zen, you know, you compliment Marshall well. That's one of the greatest performance I ever see.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? And may God bless you. Continue to bless you. I've been one of these soca artists that have been consistent. You know, and another good collaboration is that 9 and 10 with you and Marshall. I think that's underestimated. That's a big tune too. And now as you transition into a more kind of conscious kind of chipping on the pavement is the next huge one too. You have been consistent, boy, farmer, and you have to give blessings so that just try and remain humble, try and stay focused, try and walk away from rap. Stay humble, stay focused, continue producing good music. The tune last year that I don't know Michael Tasia say right, I wrote that.
Yeah, man.
That's a huge tune.
Thank you very much.
But around the middle class people and the 40s and the 30s, women will be singing that in the office loud.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? This one complimented even better too. This year, that's continue. I know you and Marshall and all the other things together, all the collabos, all the performance together. As I say, compliment him well.
Yeah, man.
I know this year going to be a big year for you again. And you as an artist, just stay focused, brother, and stay positive. And just forget that. Just stay cool. Let's stay cool. Until Garth and Natasha continue to all the good work, brother, God will continue to bless all you. And just stay focused and stay strong.
Thank you, my brother. Take care. So, yes, folks, those of you interested in seeing our tent this year at City Hall.
This is Classic Rousseau.
Classic Rousseau, opening on the 29th of January. So, is it 29th January?
Yeah,
at
boy,
8
have a
p.m.
song,
sharp.
you know, I do want to. Well,
You
when
do?
he's ready, he will put up.
I mean, Classic
But of
Rousseau is my
course.
tent for years now. So, you all get your Kaiso shoes ready because it's going to be a nice season this
Kaiso
year.
shoes?
Yes, so you have to walk to the tent or will come when you come and sit down and relax to the tent, you know, get your Kaiso sneakers ready. It's going to be a nice year this year for Calypso. Even in the King and the Dynasty, that's formerly Kaiso House. They're going to be at Radisson and the tent in South, and it's still going strong for Calypso is still alive and well. So come out and support. All right, let's go back to the line 6223937. We're chatting with Farmer Nappy here this morning. Call and give him your love and blessings and greetings. Remember, while you're on YouTube and Facebook, remember, please
Like the
live. That's another way you could support us too, you know. So please, all right, go ahead and do it. Hello, good morning.
Good morning to you, Garth and Natasha, and to Farmer Nappy. Garth and Natasha, let me extend all God's blessing. Happy New Year to you all, and all God's blessings for 2025 and beyond. And keep on keeping on. You know, you are true patriot, fighting the good fight for the people of Trinidad and Tobago, especially all those who are on substance abuse and people who are challenged and may be in trouble. To Farmer Nappy, it is so refreshing when people give thanks. That's a fantastic. You didn't just come with that, you know. That was inspired by God. In everything, we must give thanks. So it was wonderful to see you as a soca artist and so on in the performing arts giving thanks. I wish your other brethren in the arts will also give thanks, you know, and stay positive. And I'm glad that you are fighting to stay off that alcohol, that monster alcohol. Thank you. God bless.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank
caller.
you very much.
622-3937. Good morning.
That I call back to say story.
Okay.
Hello, good. Sorry, hello, good morning.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning to St. Clair's.
Yes.
Morning to Farmer Nappy. I want to wish you all a very healthy, prosperous 2025. Nappy, we are one brethren.
Everything good?
Natty, I love you since the first video in the marketplace with your coconut hat and your tall boots and thing. And you have done well, Natty.
Thank you.
What I like about it is that you don't talk the talk. You just walk the talk.
Thank you.
You have so much, you make sacrifices, and thank God you come on the program to tell us what you went through, because who knows it feels it, and who knows it knows it. Nappy brethren, you pick up a garbage bag. You didn't go on Harris Promenade at the Woodford Square. You went to Separia and you built your apartments to make our money, to make yourself somebody. So, Nappy brethren, God bless, continue what you're doing.
Thank you, man.
And got a nice thing. Maybe you could play Nappy tape now, because Nappy went through it. Nappy, I read no book. Nappy went through it. You know what he's talking about. So, Nappy brethren, one love in your field endeavors.
Thank you, man.
God, Natasha, nice program. One love as usual. Safe trip home.
So we
Thank
can
you
just play
very
a little
much.
bit of this vibe before we leave, because you want to hear Nappy's video. We played the entire thing at the beginning. So as soon as we finish,
Nappy went through it. You know what he's talking about. So, Nappy brethren, one love in your field endeavors.
This song,
God, Natasha, nice program. One love as usual.
to all
Safe
my
trip home.
sons and daughters through the four corners of the earth. My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch, don't get no horrors, but please take heed. I know you don't want no sermon, but my admonition is to guard you against all the evils of life that create strife and destroy life. Walk cautiously, children, be alert, because you have an enemy that's roaming the earth. I know you're young and restless, but you don't have to be careless. You see, sober thinking leads on to righteousness, to happiness, spiritual bliss. That's why I tell you this. Watch out, my children. Watch out, my children. It have a fella called Lucifer with a bag of white powder, and he don't want to powder your face, but to bring shame and disgrace to the human race.
as we leave you, Trinidad and Tobago, Farmer, take a minute and speak to your people out there, the ones who are still suffering, and leave us with somebody.
We just want everybody to know you're not alone, and don't let nobody feel that you are condemned. You understand? If you need help, seek the person who close to you. And prayers is important. We want all the people them this carnival season who is drinking, please have a designated driver, because you don't want no incident on the road. And Trinidad and Tobago, my advice to you all, mind your business before your business don't mind you.
Trinidad and Tobago, Natasha?
Yes, I just want to say thanks to Farmer for coming out today. Again, as always, it's a very, interesting, enlightening discussion with you, and all the best for 2025 and beyond. This really nice song, Thankful.
You know who has a powerful story? I hope we could sit with her one day, Patrice. Yeah. We have been trying a lot, but you see, Patrice came from really hard upbringing too, and struggles in the industry. I've seen that child cry and grow from strength to strength, and one of these days I hope she can share the story with Trinidad and Tobago.
Indeed.
So, Farmer, thank you very much.
Thank you too, man.
For the opportunity to sit this morning. Tamika, Happy New Year to you and your family, and your morning show family as well. And
no problem.
Mr. God, that has killed me.
So we could go out with Thankful?
Yeah, we could go.
No, of course, please. Just don't call him uncle. Apparently, you don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't
Only just
understand.
play the music. Let's go, please. Thank you very much. Happy New Year, Trinidad and Tobago. God bless you all. Let's try and do it different this time. You don't have to fight a man if he want to fight you. Walk away. Try to diffuse and de-escalate rather than encourage. Yeah. God bless you all. Major news coming up next at 12. Take care.
My sons and my daughters, to you I plead. Watch, don't get no horrors,